am your cackle leader. I'm Littlefoot. You've seen me pop in a few different times on Garcia's den videos. We're actually doing a takeover, so it's going to be fun. You're going to hear some reviews on beers that we would drink. So, again, Littlefoot and my counterpart.
And I'm Monica. I've been in some of his videos, but I've never really spoken. Hi.
So now she has a speaking part. We're going to have some fun with this. We do have a couple picks that actually Monica picked this time around. So we're going to see what we have to drink here. I know nothing about these. I am just going to here to drink them and give you my 2 cents on them. So go ahead and lead it.
The first one out of all of these that I've drunken was the Lindemas Framboise. It's a raspberry. I heard it called like a fruit lambic beer, but it right here is just called raspberry lambic beer. Littlefoot actually recommended it to me.
So my little history with these framboises is mainly with the raspberry lambic. So I first came in contact with this particular one when I used to go to the congregation, and they would do beer floats with these. So it'd be like vanilla sherbet and a pint of this. Yeah. And it was, I mean, come on. It's a beer float. That's how I came in contact with this. The drink itself, it's great. It's one of the ones that I always suggest for people, which like I've actually introduced this to a few different people who always tell me, well, I don't like drinking beer. I'm not a beer person. I don't like the hops or tasting any of the barley. A lot of people who have those type of issues, but like don't want to be stuck with ciders necessarily. This is my go-to suggestion for them. Most beer bars do carry it. Very far and few between. I know the ones that I frequent a lot normally have this one on hand. So a lot of people really get into it, and that's kind of like one of their main suggestions that they like. Monica has really liked this one since I've introduced her into different types of beers to drinking. So that's my suggestion. They do have a lot of different flavors. So she got a 4-pack here, and it looks like they have the raspberry. They have a cherry, peach, and it's spelled pretty with a little accent over it. And last but not least, apple, which I'm really intrigued about because I am a big apple fan. One of my other favorite ales to drink is Red's Ale. I don't drink it all that often, but now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably go pick up a case. So these are the different 4-packs. You can normally get them at BevBo, but I think she got this particular pack at Wine and More.
Total Wine and More also carries this brand. They do have other flavors. I know one of them is also blackcurrant, which I don't really know blackcurrant as a fruit, so that should be interesting.
I'm intrigued to try that one, so we may do another takeover just for that one right there, because that sounds formidable.
Yeah, so they have like 3 different sizes. They have like these tiny ones. They have a more kind of medium size, and they have like the large size, which is like a normal wine bottle size.
The fluid ounces, this is 8.45 fluid ounces. So, I mean, it's a little bit, well, it's half of what you get on a pint. So, there you go. They'll probably be quick, easy drinks, and I think they're fun. So, shall we go ahead and pick one and pop one open?
Yes.
Or do we want to introduce our second batch? Or should we hold it off on this one for now?
I think we should hold off on that one for now, and let's just start off with these.
All right, let's pop these ones open. Which one did we want to pick? Or do you want to do you one and I do one?
You looked really happy or excited when you found the apple one, so we can start off with that one.
All right, let's go ahead and start off with this one. So I'll go ahead and pour this one for me because I'm not a gentleman and I do not serve ladies first. I'm all about the initial instant gratification here. So this is my wonderful handy dandy little glass that I got for Mother's Day. It says more beer, less wine because, you know, let's face it, I like my beer. All right, which one did you want to try?
I'll go with the peach.
Peach, because it's spelled so fancy. She'll She'll be drinking out of the Inland Empire Brew Witches glass that I actually got last year. I am a member. I do not brew my beer, but I appreciate anybody who does, and I'm always willing to taste home brewed beer, which is why I'm always a fan of Garcia's whenever he makes it. So that's yours. This one's mine. I'll put these ones back in the background. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and have our first sip. Cheers, dear. There you go. Ooh.
Tastes really good.
I
haven't had this like variety pack already, and I honestly, because like I don't drink them very regularly, I've had it in the fridge for maybe a month or so, and I finally finished all 4 bottles. So for me, it feels like I'm like drinking them for the first time because it's been quite a while, and it's very sweet, and I like it.
It's good. This one actually, in comparison to the reds, it's kind of almost like that one. It's a little bit sweeter, as where I find the red ale is a lot more crisp. This one is really sweet. Not so cidery, so it makes it less sparkle, but still really, really good. We'll go ahead and do our quick switch. Ooh. The peach is a lot subtle on this one.
Really?
Like, in comparison to the apple, I find the peach, I mean, you can really taste the crispness of crispness, excuse me, of the apple in this one. I kind of feel like the peach is more subtle after having that one. But it's still really good. It kind of reminds me almost like a sweet champagne, but not as bubbly, not as no nose tingles. If you're a big champagne drinker, you know what I mean.
I don't know. I was just expecting like a really like very close to like a cider taste with the apple, just because I was like, oh, it must be very appley. It's not as appley as I thought it would be.
Did I build it up too much? Or?
But like I don't really drink, and it's like the only beer that I like. So I'm just, my palate isn't really there for like beverages. Like even with coffee, like I can't taste notes of coffee. It tastes like coffee.
Are you a food person too, though?
I do like food. I just like, I don't.
Can you taste the different flavors in foods?
Yeah.
And do you pair them with like certain drinks at all, or attempt to? No. That's fair. I'm a big foodie, but you know, I like sweets and food and drinks. I'm an all-encompassing person, so I can taste a lot of different things. I'm not a expert by no means. I'm an amateur cooker. I'm an amateur baker. I am a professional drinker. So we all have our talents lying somewhere. So, I know Leo has given you guys a recap of our years and our adventure from last year. I know he did in his beginning video for this month. But we do have a lot of good things coming up this year, actually. In regards to our motorcycle trips, we're going on the El Diablo run, which is coming up in May. No, beginning of May, end of April. I believe it's at the...
I heard it's the beginning of May.
Okay, so it's the beginning of May. I know it's like one of those weekends because it's like right at the beginning and at the very end of one. So, super excited for that. I need to go ahead and make sure to get my passport because they almost didn't let me back into the U.S. coming from Canada last year. That was fun. But thankfully, my good charms got me through.
I was drinking.
You what?
I was drinking. I was like, it made me laugh. I was almost gonna spill out my beverage.
This is a good one. I believe, yeah, you're coming with us to the El Diablo run, right?
As far as I know.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get the little, I'm gonna mispronounce this, palapas? Palapias. Palapias? Palapas. I think they're called palapas.
I heard you guys pronounce it as palapas, so I was like, I guess they're palapas?
They're the cool little tents that are on the beach, the little building thing structures that you can just like camp out in. So we will be doing that, and we're excited for that. I've not been to the Diablo run before, but my friend has, and so has Garcia, so he does that. But I think our next motorcycle trip that's actually really coming up this month is Paradise Roadshow. So we'll be there, we'll be checking it out. Last year, fun fact about me, I joined in on the pie eating contest, and I got second place. Sadly, I did not win. I'm always second place. I got second place at Kernville, too, for the SpaghettiOs eating contest. For someone who loves to eat, apparently I am not... I savor too much. I shouldn't. Should just take it in and swallow. Story of my life. Best advice you can get. Anything to add?
No, I can't follow up to that.
But what are you most excited about on the trips coming up?
I've been on 2 motorcycle trips. The last one being Kernville. And the one before that one was... No idea, dude. Born Free! I believe it was Born Free.
I'm like trying to think, I'm like, I know you've never been on any camping trips with me, so, and we've only been on one. Well, but before Kernville. We've only been riding together, I believe, once, and it was for Kernville. But no, yeah, we did go to Born Free. I forgot you were on the back of the bike for that one, too.
I wasn't. I was driving. Your mom didn't. She doesn't like driving long distances. So
that's why I didn't remember. That's why I'm like, you weren't on the bike. But you've been to the biking event, so different. Got it. Same thing, though. Well, you'll be on the back in Diablo. Are you going to be on the bike for Diablo Run or no?
Diablo, possibly. Paradise Road Show, no, because Garcia wants to take his shovelhead.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll be driving.
You'll be caging it. That'll be fun. So thankfully this year, I will be on my bike. Last year I had to cage it because I had my little one, but my husband and I are swapping since last year he rode. I get a ride this year, so that's how we co-parent and get to do all the fun things together. We get to take turns on who does what and who gets to drive. So, but that'll be fun. I am excited for that. Let's see. I know I have my own personal motorcycle trips that are coming up that don't really include the family. Not that anyone really follows me, but if you do, Littlefoot 5000, I do a lot of the Babes Ride Out rides. So those are actually a lot of fun. So if you're a female and ride and you enjoy camping but have never done it, check out Babes Ride Out. Their website, they have 3 that they normally do, 2 of them on this side of the coast. And they have Santa Barbara, which is Central Coast, and they have Borrego Springs, which is actually up in March, and I believe tickets are already out on sale, so if you're interested in going, you can do that one. My friend Raquel, who I normally ride with, she is doing South Coast. Is it called South Coast? It's in Utah, but she does that one. She rides through and does that one for... I can't remember what the group on that one is. I'll have to look that one up. But yeah. We do a lot of fun camping trips, so we're excited. I think we're going to Texas also this year at some point for the Born Free in Texas and Yellow Rose Canyon.
I don't know. That's a Garcia thing. That is not. I'm like, I didn't even know we were going to the Paradise Road Show until last week. So, yeah.
So we come up with ideas, and then we don't talk about them ever. And then a week before, we do them. We're like, oh yeah, we said we were going to do this. It's kind of how we live our life. So, but yeah, I think this is actually pretty good. I like the notes on this one.
I really like this one.
It's one of those beers that's, you can chug it if you want to. I wouldn't. This is a very good savory one. It's nice to have. You know what it reminds me of? It's a dessert beer.
Checks out. They are sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I like sweet things.
I think this would definitely be paired with like cakes or something. If you're an overly sweet person.
Too much apple?
I mean, no. I'm not one to say you can have too much apple. I would definitely eat an apple pie with my apple beer and maybe top it off with vanilla ice cream. You know what? A vanilla sherbet over this, or even like vanilla ice cream, that would actually be pretty good. You have your own little beer float right here.
I won.
2.5, you're right. And I didn't know it was a thing. I thought we were going to save it and say something.
So, the one that was in here.
So apparently the winner in drinking, I did not know this was a contest. I lost. Obviously.
I just obviously liked it a little bit too much, or more than she liked hers.
Savor. This is why I'm second. Again, drinking contest, second. Apparently, they're about the ending. I'm all about the journey.
It's really good. It doesn't even taste like beer. It's the best part. For me. Not a huge beer person.
No, and good thing. So, fun little fact: if you're, again, not someone who drinks a lot, or somebody who doesn't just really like beer and are like just overall like that's not your shtick, but you're out and about and you'd like to have something that's fun to drink. This is only a 2.5% alcohol. So the content of it, I mean, it's super light. So it's fun, it's your little alcoholic beverage, but also at the same time, you're really not, you won't wake up feeling like shit the next morning. I mean, unless you overdo it. There's always a chance. I wouldn't feel like shit and I don't even drink half the time, so.
I actually told her sister-in-law about this beer because she's also not much of a drinker, and she compared it to just drinking shots of cough syrup because that has very low amounts of alcohol too.
You shouldn't be taking shots of cough syrup. I'm just saying.
That NyQuil will get you to sleep though, so.
All I need